Alright, hey YouTube, it's DOX Ghost, making a deck video. It's a deck profile, but it's also Sailor trade. It's because the deck is for Sailor trade. It's macro Monarch deck, and I'm just gonna start this video off by trade rules. I'm not gonna send first. Obviously, this is a really big trade because it's my deck. It's extremely hollowed out, and it's a really nice condition. I don't really think there's any damage cards in the entire deck, so that's pretty cool. It comes with an extra and side deck, and a deck box, which is a monster deck box right here, orange. If you want me to buy another one, I can also buy blue, green, or silver, because these are really high. These are pretty much the highest quality deck boxes you can get. Okay. The deck runs an engine around these 3 DD survivors, which if you're buying or trading for it are ultimate rare, which is the rarest rarity they come in. The 2 super scout planes of the deck, as well as 3 ultra reborn Tengu. Okay, now let me explain these cards really quick. First off, I'm just going to say Tengu is really self-explanatory. Considering it's a Monarch deck, it revolves around the 6 Monarchs that I use, which are Raiza, 3 Raizas, 1 ulti, 2 gold, and 3 Gold Caius. Okay? So it runs around these cards, right here. The point of the deck is to get those out. Tengu, when he's removed from the field, he comes right back. He summons one of these from the deck, so it can be used twice. So great effect, good in every deck. And it's usually better than these 5. But if you have macro or D-Fi, which is the strength and, not the strength, the spell and trap power of the deck, if you have the 3 D5 of the deck or the 2 macro, then these 5 are going to be better because they can come back over and over and over and never stop. They'll just keep coming back, okay? Because when these guys are removed from the field, they come back during the end phase. Amazing tribute fodder. These guys right here, when a card, instead of going to the grave, it just goes removed from play. So this screws up Light Sworns, screws up TG, screws up everything. Great. Okay. So that's pretty much the monster, spell, and trap engine. And then the rest of the deck here is in the box. The rest of the deck is essentially staples. I'll start off with monsters. I have 1 Cyber Dragon, which is pretty self-explanatory. If they have a monster on the field, you can special summon him. You can sacrifice him, you can synchro, you can get a Cyber Valley out and draw 2 cards. You can suicide, or you can just straight up keep him on the field and attack with him. I mean, he's a great card. Next monster, Breaker. Another self-explanatory card. He's pretty much a bomber. Like, he gets on the field, blows up a spell or trap, and he's a 1900 beater, as well as being dark, which is good for Caius. Because Caius, his effect is when he gets on the field, he can remove from play a card on the field, and if it's a dark monster, you can they deal 1000 life points, so that's good. The next monster I run is a DD Warrior Lady. Oh, by the way, this is super, ultra, super. The DD Warrior Lady, when it battles a monster, you can remove both the monsters from play. Okay, so DD Warrior Lady is a crazy good card. Suicide into a JD, Dark Armed, Shien, pretty much anything, and it just destroys it and removes it from play, which is great. Next monster I run is a Gold Rare Gale. Gale is another great dark. It's a 3-star tuner, and it halves the opponent's monster's attack. So if their monster's attack is below 2600, it's pretty much dead. So this is the lone tuner of the deck, as well as a dark for Caius. Next 2 monsters I run are 2 Battle Faders. The Battle Fader is pretty self-explanatory again. It's great defense, it's a dark for Caius, and it's pretty much tribute fodder. So like if they are trying to go for the OTK or the FTK and just kill you 1 turn, you just drop your Battle Fader. Next turn you can sack it, or you can synchro, or whatever you want to do. Or you can use it with Cyber Valley, which is another great card. 2 super Cyber Valleys. Cyber Valley can negate their attack, remove from play and draw a card, or it can remove from play Cyber Valley and another monster and draw a card. So you use Cyber Valley with like DD Scout or DD Survivor and just draw 2 cards, and then they come back during the end phase. So that's always a great combo. Now I'll move on to spell and trap support. Spells and traps, I have one Ultra Dark Hole. Really self-explanatory card, it's a staple. I have 2 gold MSTs, staple, blown up spells and traps. I used to run a Mobius, but it's not really necessary anymore because MST is at 3. I don't even run heavy because the deck just has so much destructive power, it's ridiculous. Like, between Breaker, the MSTs, Caius, Raiza, it's ridiculous. 1 gold rare Smashing Ground for blowing up monsters. 1 gold rare Gold Sark. This one's a questionable card. Sorry. The gold's. Hold on, let me get a drink really quick. I love Mountain Dew. Gold Sark, I pretty much use it exclusively with DD Scout. Because you use Gold Sark, remove DD Scout, it comes back during the end phase. Which, I mean, it's great. Like, you can even do that. Gold Sark, get DD Scout back in Torrential, just for free. Just to kill all your opponent's monsters. So, like, that combo right there is like a free Dark Hole. Okay? Other than that, Gold Sark can be used to get a Monarch to your hand, Tengu, or whatever you want. It's a good card. Last of the spells is an Allure of Darkness. I use this with DD Scout, or any of the other dark monsters in the deck, of course. It's pretty much one of the best cards in the deck. It helps you thin out, and it's just draw power. Alright, so let me put these over here. And then the other spells, which would be the 3 D Fissure. And then traps. Of course, we have the 2 macro, previously stated. And then we have 2 gold rare bottomless trap holes. Pretty much just for destroying big monsters. That's all it really does. When they try to get out their big play and sack this and sack that and, you know, synchro this and XC summon this, I just be like, oh, bottomless, and they're done. You know, make them waste like 4 or 5 cards and then just get screwed. Torrential, ultra rare. Pretty much it's another dark hole. It just blows up all the monsters on the field when a monster is summoned. 2 common Threatening Roar for stalling. It's the trap version of Battle Fader, pretty much. Just ends the battle phase. Good card. It doesn't end the battle phase. It negates the entire battle phase. 1 gold rare Solemn. I have an Ultra Solemn as well. If you're trying to buy the deck, I can switch that in if you need me to. Because I'd be happy to do that, of course. But pretty much Solemn negates anything for half your life points. Which Solemn can be used well with Return from the Different Dimension then, because they both use half your life points. So instead of, you know, paying out like 4,000 randomly, if you're at 3,000 life points and you use Solemn and then like Return from the Different Dimension, you're spending, what's that, 1,500 and 750, so you're spending 2,250 life points. Which is great for the effects of the 2 cards. And then the last trap, of course, is the Mirror Force. Just destroying all the monsters. Alright, so that's the deck profile. If you want to buy it, PM me or comment. Please make offers. I worked really hard in this deck. Almost every card in the deck is hollow, except for a few traps and spells. Other than that, the entire deck is holographic. And, oh, crap. Forgot about the extra deck as well. Here it is. Okay, extra deck. Utopia, Gachi Gachi, Mist Wurm, Secret RDA, Secret Stardust, Secret Black Rose, Ultra Lightning Warrior, Secret Urbellum, and Rare Iron Chain. That's the extra deck. It really isn't that special because I really don't use it that often. I only have 1 tuner, so it's nothing great, you know. Oh well, but I mean it works well. I pretty much use them if I can't get out of Monarch. And then the side deck really is nothing creative at all. It's just some cards that I felt were okay just for fun. I don't ever use the side deck, in case you're wondering, because the side deck is ridiculous. It's a Secret Marshmallow, 2 common Crabons, just in case I want more tuners, a Necroface for messing with Light Sworns, because I think it's funny, Acid Rain in case I play Cybers, because there's a guy at my locals that plays Cybers, an extra DD Scout, a Penguin Soldier for fun, another Cyber Dragon for fun, and a Battle Fader for fun. Yeah. Alright, that's the deck. So, if you want to buy it, PM me or comment. You must be subscribed to trade. I don't send first. I will do trade and sell, like I said, but I prefer to sell because I don't really want the deck anymore, and because I want to get like a more meta deck, because this deck isn't as good as it was in previous formats, but it's still really good, I think. Alright, so anyway, it's been DOX Ghost. Peace.